Hello, welcome back to Connect Gaming. Today we are talking about a game that I played off stream called Before Your Eyes, a really interesting and fun game for me. A bit more of an experience than the game, you could argue, but nonetheless, still just a fine piece of work that I played. Not a very long one. Only about an hour and a half. It was a pretty short game, but for what they did in that time, hour and a half, 2 hours, by the way. For what they did in that time, it was just really, really good and something I've not played before, even properly. So yeah, I've never played anything like it, and so it was a really nice game to play and just so many good things about it. It's a game that relies entirely around trying to make the most of the moments you're in. Almost, the whole thing is, without going into spoilers because I don't want to spoil. Is you're looking through your life essentially. Okay, you're like seeing your whole life through memories, and every time you blink, literally like that, some time will pass. And so the whole thing is you're trying to make the most out of every bit of time that you have whilst trying not to blink. Now, there is a mode that you can play it where you just use your mouse to play. You just click your mouse and all that, and that's fine. Okay, you could argue it takes away from the blinking experience. Now, then, me personally, I just played half of it not blinking, and then I played half of it blinking. Well, other way around. Played it blinking, then played it not blinking, just using my mouse. And the reason I stopped was because I was really comfy. I had to lower my chair, so it was a bit more in line with my webcam. And because of my hair, and because of my glasses, and because of where my screen is, it struggled a bit to recognize my blinks, and overall, I just wasn't very comfortable. So I decided to just switch to mouse because I think it would have made my experience a bit better, maybe, or at least kept that level of worse. Because I was having fun before, but I just wasn't comfy if I was sitting. But everything that was on screen, I was really enjoying. But yeah, I really like that gameplay mechanic. I don't think there's any other game like that, to be honest, where when you blink, time passes. It truly is, just great work by the team that made it. They made something truly unique there. Now then, onto music, something that is really important for me when it comes to games. I feel like your game's gotta have a pretty good score. You know, in it, you've got to have some good, memorable songs that really complement the game, and this game absolutely smashes that as well. To be honest, I know I sound like I'm just, I don't know, giving it all praise at the moment and no criticism, but I do struggle to find areas to criticize for it because look, its music is great. There's a specific song in it that I really enjoyed. The music complements it so well. All the characters too, they feel so a part of it. I can't sing its praises enough, to be honest with you guys. It truly is just phenomenal, and on top of all that, the emotion in it too. Like it's heart-achingly sad as well. I won't go into why. I won't spoil anything like that. But it's such a sad game. Now then, I didn't cry playing the game, but man, I can understand why you do and why someone would. Because it is truly really sad, but it's so good at the same time. I'd be surprised if anyone played this game and came to me and said, nah, it wasn't really my cup of tea, to be honest with you. All the voice acting too. Some voice actors I think played more than one role, if I remember rightly from the credits. And I've got to say, fair play, because every character felt unique. I like it when voice actors play different characters, but it's still the same voice actor, and they manage to make them sound different. And yeah, I think to the voice actors in this that did do that, because I believe there was a couple. Fair play, because you honestly smashed it. I couldn't tell until the credits rolled. Such a good game. Now, for me, it's probably only a game you play once. for me. I don't think this is a very replayable game, and that might knock a couple points off it for certain people. For me personally, not really, because I don't know. I feel like one run of this game and you get everything you wanted from it. I don't think you're left wanting more. I think you leave quite fulfilled. Is what I'm trying to say. And I think there is an element that it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I know I just said that. I think if someone played this and they didn't like it, I'd be quite surprised. But at the same time, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Point and click games, because that is essentially what it is. If you're not playing with the webcam, it's essentially a point and click game. I don't mind those, but a lot of people do mind those. They're not that keen on those, so they're probably not gonna go for it, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think some people like point and clicks. I like point and clicks, but some people don't. The point and clicks are my favorite kind of game. I like to try and experience all games to a certain extent, give them all the chance to get what they're trying to do across to me. So, I enjoy point and clicks, but I know people that don't, and that's absolutely fine. Despite I may disagree with them, because I think games do whittle down to a bit more than their gameplay. I think the writing and the stories probably should come above that. But look, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's what I love that the most about games. And yeah, I think there are a lot of opinions to have about this game. To be honest with you, I think if people played this, I think they'd get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Even some of the characters you don't see as often are really good too, and just really add to the story. But yeah, now then, on to what I'd maybe give this out of 10. I actually give it a 9. Which is higher than my one of my previous ratings I've done. I believe Astrobot I gave an 8.5, but I give this a 9. I was just singing praises for it for 7 minutes straight. Didn't criticize it once. Essentially, only said that it might not be certain people's kind of games. It's also a bit short. Maybe you don't like shorter games. For me, the length doesn't matter too much. I mean, certain games, when you're paying a lot of money for games, if you pay like 70 quid for a game, you obviously want to get a lot of fulfillment out of that. But this game, very cheap, under a tenner. I got it on a good deal as well. So yeah, for what it's giving you and everything like that, it's such a good game. So yeah, I will give it a 9. Its music's great, characters, story, even graphics. It's got a unique art style, which I think people that play would really come to enjoy. So yeah, I recommend Before Your Eyes to most people, especially if you enjoy point and clickers that are story driven. And yeah, give it a bosh playing with your webcam as well, because I think you might find a lot of enjoyment in that. Part of me is a bit sad that I couldn't complete it like that, but But anyway, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate everyone that watched this video. If you did watch it, there's more game reviews on the way. Doom Eternal, that's going quite nicely on the channel, slowly but nicely. And eventually I'll do a game review on that. So look, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one.